I'm so fortunate to be here in Mayapur. I visited Mayapur for the first time in 1980 at the festival. I've been distributing books most of my life. And, after 5 years of selling books, then I came to Mayapur. And I also visited briefly in 87 and 88. And it wasn't until this past 2007 Mayapur festival that I visited again, which is a long time being separated. I only stayed 2 weeks, but after returning home to Atlanta, Georgia, USA, I still had a cough of an illness I got at the end of my visit in Mayapur. And after 1 month of this persistent cough, I checked it out in the hospital, and they diagnosed an enormous tumor, which turned out to be cancerous, in the middle of my chest, attached to my spine, and wrapped around other structures. So I investigated cure in the U.S. diagnosis, actually, and it took so long, cost so much money, and they weren't taking me as top priority. So I went to Bhaktivedanta Hospital. They set me up at Tata Memorial, and ended up doing some chemotherapy. They were going to do some radiation on me later on, but I crashed out. My body couldn't handle the chemotherapy. So I was invited by a dear friend, Samkalpa and Jamastami, here in Mayapur to come to Dr. Sarkar at his clinic in Kolkata, which I did. Of course, we didn't like staying at the institute there at the hospital. We'd rather be in Mayapur, so I spend most of my time in Mayapur. Now, at this point, after the cure, my homeopathic cure it looks as though I may alleviate the situation. I wasn't about to leave Mayapur or go searching for other cures. I just wanted to stay in the Holy Dham. And just the night prior to Radhastami, or on Radhastami day itself, I was inspired to just stay in Mayapur until I left my body. My body was deteriorating very, very rapidly. My bottom was paralyzed. My legs were completely paralyzed, all the way up into my abdomen, up to my solar plexus. There's no telling what this tumor was going to do. So I decided to just stay in Mayapur and fast till death, and let Krishna take this body, because it's useless. I can't do anything with it. Everyone was telling me, all the doctors, that if you don't get this thing done, you're going to leave in a few months. We're not going to be able to. Most of the allopathic doctors said they would be able to cure it anyway. They just do a little palliative treatment for some time. Anyway, that's my story, material story, and ending up into the spiritual realm. Mayapur, when I got here, I realized how such a paradise it is. It's such a peaceful place. And to walk in, to be able to live here, and to just walk down the sidewalk and to see Prabhupada's Samadhi there, and then to go inside the Samadhi and see this grandiose tribute to Srila Prabhupada is such a fitting memorial. You know, many of us went out and sold books and collected funds to build this Samadhi. And it's so gratifying to the heart and soul to be there and to experience the magnificence of this wonderful tribute to our great Master and Savior of the world, Srila Prabhupada. So I realized what great fortune it is for someone to be able to live here, because it really is a spiritual world. There's the Prabhupada Samadhi, the temples of deities, Panchatattva, there's just no one like them anywhere. Radhamadava and the Ashtasakis, it's completely incredible. And the festivals are so gorgeously performed. Everything is done for the pleasure of the deity in a very grand way. It's really like, here is the Lord, and we're serving them, and all the festivals are expanded to the limit of the utmost imagination of the devotees who are participating in this service of worshiping them. And so there are many wonderful projects going on here. Devotees doing many independent and also projects together with others. And now we're talking about building this enormous temple. So it's really, really exciting. Of course, I've always been attached to preaching in the West because I can actually get so many things accomplished there. I have a lot of experience. But it's also another wonderful service to be here and to serve here the worldwide ISKCON. Now this is the world headquarters. Such a wonderful place. No, I have not. I've never met him in person, in physical form. I got long distance initiation. 76. After I was serving for a year. I don't know how many books I've distributed, but I know it's in the many tens of thousands, or hopefully hundreds of thousands of books. I would distribute mostly in the shopping centers, all the markets, shopping areas. We would also do sidewalks with pedestrians, tourist places, vacation resorts. I didn't do the airport so much, but I did it somewhat. And we would go to all kinds of places of entertainment, places where people gather for big events like concerts and other events. I have no family. I was married for 20 years. My wife left. And we had no children. We were just serving the mission of Prabhupada. So now I'm alone to serve with no... I have amazing, supporting, loving, relishable friends all over the world. And I'm so grateful. So grateful. My meditation right now, it looks like I'll be staying in the Holy Dham forever now. Yep, it looks that way. It looks like, it appears at this point that I'll be leaving my body in Mayapur.
And your future plan?
That's up to Srila Prabhupada. He's my commanding general. I'm his soldier. I'm his servant. Prabhupada is my master. I belong to Prabhupada. I'm reporting to Srila Prabhupada for my next duty of service.